What's up, Lions? It's your boy, Mr. Jyree. If you're new to the Lions Den, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are not new, then you already know what's going on. You have not pre-saved ANLBFR, go ahead and pre-save it. Listen, we doing big things in the Lions Den. If you have not already pre-saved ANLBFR, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and pre-save it. This is the time to support or deport your ass right on up out of here. This is the time to support or deport your ass right up on up out of here. And if you're wondering what deport means, it means get the fuck on through. It means get to stepping. It means get on through. Excuse me, Lions. Give me 1 second. So now I really want to come on here and talk to y'all about why this is the Ain't No Lover Boy FR era. All right? Why this moment, era, and time in my life is the Ain't No Lover Boy FR era. And I came in here this morning and I basically told y'all, more of my experience being fat and how society's views plays into that and stuff like that. And the transformation that comes. Now I want to talk more about the transformation that comes, that really solidifies why this era is the Ain't No Lover Boy FR era. And this is one of the most major points I've ever made. This is one of the most major lies I've ever done when it comes to me talking about why me, why Mason Jyree, why my songs, why you should support me and everything like that, and everything of that nature. Give me 1 second, Lions. We are in the ANLBFR era. ANLBFR stands for Ain't No Little Boy for Real. You should know that by now. If you're new to the Lions Den, because we're always adding new people to the Lions Den. New people are always coming in the Lions Den, all right? So if you're new to the Lions Den, you didn't know that. But if you're not new, you already know we're in the Ain't No Little Boy FR era. And, we know what this era is talking about. This era is talking about self-respect. This era is talking about, me being firm on boundaries, me not going back, and the reason why is because of what I talked to y'all about earlier today. The reason why is because of what we talked about earlier, and what we talked about earlier, was more so my experiences when I was big, how life was for me. And, I've always been creative. I've always, been a creative, and I was always doing theater, gospel choir, marching band and stuff like that. And this is why we are where we are now. Because throughout that transformation, the same people who once said, ill, I would never date you, or ill, you suck, or just whatever they said, now they're having to backtrack. The point of this era is that I'm firm on my boundaries. I'm not just loving you because you want me to. I'm not just being around you because you want me to. I'm not just dealing with you because you want me to. Now that you've seen my transformation, now that I've done a 360, now that I've tapped back into myself, you want me to pour into you. I'm not a lover boy. That's the whole reason for this era, and that really clicked with me. Even though it took me so long to get to this point, it's been about 5-6 years. I had to go through those experiences, honestly. And people do talk about how when you lose weight, people are on your body, or you start to get a certain response that you haven't got before. And that's been years, because I've been skinny for a while now. So that's been years ago when I first started getting that. But with me losing the weight and now me elevating in my career, they even more so on me, So now it's like, oh, I'm definitely not a lover boy, because when you had the chance to deal with me, you didn't, because I was big and whatever, or however you feel about me. And then now that I'm more fit, and everything, and then I have a career, you want to fuck with me. I don't like that. It's the Ain't No Lover Boy FR era. It's the Ain't No Lover Boy FR era, and it's like I'm not loving. I'm just not doing the extra, y'all. And the reason why I say this is because I used to go out of my way to make people feel comfortable when I was not comfortable at all. I used to go out of my way to backtrack with people who I know did me wrong just for the sake of having somebody around me. So now it's like, hell no. I always used to tell people who would do me wrong, one day the ball will come back in my court, and the ball is coming back. Now I'm dribbling. I'm about to hit the jump shot and everything. I'm really about to score on them. And those same people, they know that, and when people talk about it, but they don't talk about when you grow, how you literally become a whole different person. I've literally transitioned, from feeling like I need self-validation, feeling like I need people to pour into me. Like inside of myself, though, if I'm being honest, I always knew who I was. I always knew who I was, but just due to, I guess, the way I looked, the way I was, or the way I wanted to be perceived, I just relied more on external validation. And looking back on it, it's good that I wasn't, just this whole jock in high school or fit or just, looking the best or just, it's good because my it moment is not even, it's about to start now. I feel as though you don't really hit your prime until you're about 30. I'm 24, so I'm not even in my prime yet. Time, everything just has to take time. And I'm grateful for all those, those experiences that I went through with people, uh, because it built my confidence. Honestly, it did. It built my confidence, and like I said, I've always been confident. But I had the type of confidence that if another person stepped in the room who felt as they were more confident than me, I would dim my light. Naturally, it's like people have to match me now. It's like I can't dim my light anymore. And when I do come around people, they either try to match that or they just fall away. And I like that because I spent so much time really trying to, it's like, y'all, I felt as though like I needed friends. I needed this whole time. I'm the main character of my friend group. It's like I'm not supposed to be the plus one. That's not me. I'm the friend, the main friend. I'm the person who's supposed to have my own community, my own tribe, not try to fit into somebody else's box and or fit into somebody else's friend group. I'm supposed to be I'm the friend. People are in mine. And literally I'm not saying that out of being cocky. I'm saying it because that's the way life has worked for me. It just didn't work out for me to have a lot of friends. It just didn't work out for me to do like that. When I started to come into myself to learn who I was, people just started to come into my life and I started to play more main character energy. Like I was, that friend. And it's like, wow, if I would have spent so much time, it's just I'm just grateful that I didn't look how I look now then, because it's no telling how people might have took advantage. It's just lot of different stuff, a lot of different stuff. I feel like me being big at that time in my life and because I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't have dealt with me. It protected me in a way. It protected me, from certain stuff because part of me was gullible or naive, despite my serious nature though, like despite my serious nature and like I'm pretty sure y'all probably like, this ain't no way. This nigga do not sound like he's gullible or naive. But I grew into this. Like I've always had a certain who I know I am, but I grew even more so. Like people, you have to grow in life. Y'all know that. But y'all know that already. I would hope you know that. You have to grow in life. You're not just gonna be you. The you are when you graduate. When I graduated high school 6 years ago, me at 24 now, I'm not that same person anymore. Me, by the time I'm 30, I would hope and pray I'm not the same version of myself anymore. The goal in life is to get more stronger and get more wiser and just get more secure. And this is what I've done, and guaranteed I do it at a rapid rate. So some people, they either get inspired or intimidated, but I just take my self growth very seriously. I take my career very seriously. I take everything about myself very seriously. And when it comes down to people, I see the people who follow me from from high school and stuff like that. And it's only been 6 years, so time. And people don't talk about the psychological effect that goes from you being in high school to like an adult. It's like time has moved, but it's been weird. It's just weird. Um, it's like I feel like I'm just not realizing like, oh, I'm in my body. Damn, like I'm me. Like it's weird, but yeah. And when you throw a lot of different layers on top of that, like your career, elevating your career, getting more visibility, things like coming into yourself, family issues, they hit harder because you're trying to chase something. And I'm never gonna shy away from me speaking about certain issues, in my life. I'm never gonna shy away from that. Or, certain things that I've been through, because I know if I've been through it, people have been through it. And it's like small stuff. Like people have never really tried me on like a physical level. It's more so subtle behind the scenes, whispers. But when I step up in the room, it's quiet, you know. And it's like certain stuff you can't put your finger on, but that person is weird. I try to let people, you know what you're talking about. You're right. Never let these people feel like because you're different and because you're unorthodox or like, because a lot of times I tell y'all lines, people feel like because I didn't talk or because I was shy, like I've always been a main character by myself. But when I was around people, I would get quiet and stuff like that. They felt like I was dumb or illiterate or, I didn't have any common sense or stuff like that. Some people would tell jokes, and like crack little jokes and stuff like that. And I wouldn't like stick up for myself. Honestly, because I didn't have, that confidence that I have now, but it's always been there. It's always been there. My confidence has always been there, but I just had to tap into it. It's like I'm like an onion. You have to peel back those layers, And when you get to the middle, it's very much so who the onion truly is. But I think about just times where I really And I try to get out. I try not to get on here and be like, just talk about all the things I've been through because we're all people. Despite my celebrity status, my influence, it doesn't matter. We're all still people at the end of the day. So we all go through stuff. So we're all experiencing things right now in this moment in our life. But I just use this, to not only talk about my craft or what I'm doing, but just my life in general. My life. I want people to feel me. I don't want y'all to just hear me. I want y'all to feel me and to see a version of yourself. So sorry. So sorry for the disconnecting. But the people that should be on the people that you should want around, the people that I want attracted to me, or people I want people to see a version of themselves within me. I want them to see me and to be inspired. And I told y'all this, Lions. As I elevate, you need to be elevating too, because if you don't, you become resentful, you become jealous. That's what it's about. I literally, if I take even outside of my career and my craft in life, I inspire people. Where I come from and how I've done what I've done and how I've elevated, people see me and they are like, it is a way possible. I can do it too. I can, you know? And it's corny, but you can too. Sorry to say it. Somebody told me that one time and I was like, you don't shut up with that shit. A lot of people have told you, a lot of people have told us as humans, we can do it too. You can do it too. So that's not a lie. I'm getting so many notifications, y'all, right now. So please forgive me. It's like aggravating me. I'm trying to talk to my people and it's like throwing me off. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much that. If you have not pre-saved Ain't No Lover Boy FR, pre-save it. It's not just about me trying to come on here and talk to y'all about, talk to me about selling y'all some music or talking to y'all about music. What I'm doing is not forced. You have some people who try to come on here and fake with the people and act like they talking about their life and throwing their music in there. It's my shit is intertwined. It's simultaneous at the same time, because if you Google me for real, I've been doing this since like 2016. Like I've been doing this, I've been doing this. I've been working and I've been doing what I need to do, and I'm saying that to say I know everything I've been through is for a reason, and it's all working out for my good. It's all working out for my good. And I'm not gonna lie, when I say things like pre-save, let me drink some water real quick. When I say things like pre-save and stuff like that, it's just like it's just double standard when it comes to me. I feel like people don't want, even people when they just naturally stopping by the Lions Den, or if you're new to the Lions Den, when I start saying things, even though I'm being for real, saying things like you can too or pre-save, people don't want to hear that average, ordinary content shit from me. I know that because they feel the real nature within me. They don't want to hear that shit. So because that's still what I'm doing, because I want y'all to get into my music, I have to be real. I have to be real. But people don't want to hear it in a forced ass, like I'm trying to come up here and just, and I'm glad, because that ain't even me. That ain't even me. It's not even me. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Lions. If you have not pre-saved Ain't No Lover Boy FR, you need to go to pre-save. We're doing big things in the Lions Den, all right? Big things. What's up, Tegan? I love the name. Newton. What's up, Newton? This is the Lions Den, Newton. This is the Lions Den, Newton. Yimi Cordana. You know what it is. You know where you at. And what? Shout out to Tegan for the beautiful name. Shout out to Newton. You know what it is. We in the Lions Den. And shout out to Yimi Carter. I love that name too. All right, if you're new to the Lions Den, welcome. I'm gonna tap in back with y'all later on. Do not forget to pre-save Ain't No Lover Boy FR. We 9 days away. Really 8 days, 17 hours and some change, but we on the way there. I love you, Lions. I'm on tour.